নমস্কাৰ বন্ধুসকল আজি আমি কিছুমান প্ৰিভিয়াস ইয়াৰ এক্সামৰ ইডিয়মছ এণ্ড ফ্ৰেজেছ ডিসকাস কৰিম সো লেটস স্টাৰ্ট First question, to split hairs. To split hairs means to argue about small details or about unimportant things. আমি যদি হৰু হুৰা কাম নাইকিয়া বস্তু তৰ্ক কৰি থাকো তৰ্ক বিতৰ্ক কৰি থাকো হেতুকে আমি কম to split hairs. So here this cannot be the option, this cannot be the option. Options are between these two. To complain about every small detail and to argue about trifles. Trifles means small detail and unimportant things, that is known as trifles. So here to argue about unimportant things or small details is the correct option for this to split hairs. So this is the correct option here. Next, an elephant in the room. Jodi eta roomor bhitor eta elephant ba eta hati humai jay tar mane obviously this is something very big problem. So options, let's go through the options. Someone hiding in the room. Elephant is so big it cannot hide in the room. Etu hobo nware. Elephant got stuck in the room. This is the literal meaning. Someone begins to suspect. This also cannot be the answer. So it cannot be straightforward, an elephant in the room. Etu eta idiom hoy. So idiom or non literal meaning thake. So when we say there is an elephant in the room, it is very clear or it is very obvious that there is a problem. So there is an obvious problem. An elephant in the room means there is an obvious problem. Next, Reena decided not to go to work today because she was feeling sick. So feeling sick or karne idiom ki hobo pare? Amar yat ase under the weather, going down in flames, sitting on the fence, fit as a fiddle. All are idioms. So under the weather means somebody is not well, not feeling well or feeling sick. So under the weather to correct option hoy. Going down in flames mane joli pelai sai hoi joa etu bujaise. Something is being burned down, that is called as going down in flames. Sitting on the fence mane boundary bohi ase but thio hoi ase aru he decision lobo par nai. So sitting on the fence means somebody is not able to decide what to do, to take a decision. He or she is not able to take the decision. Fit as a fiddle means somebody is healthy and fit. So konubai jodi healthy aru fit hoy take ami kobo paru ba nijoke kobo paru I am as fit as a fiddle. Number 4, to hit below the belt. You know, in boxing, if you hit below the belt, that is a foul. So this idiom came from there. Below the belt, to hit below the belt means to do something which is unfair or which is not legal. So here the correct option will be to act unfairly in a contest. Mane bhalke hi fair means use kori pela jeneke exam ot cheating kore ba kiba contest eta boxing ot suppose below the belt hit kore to hetu eta illegal ba unfair boli koa hobo. Hetu foul hoy hetu karone to act unfairly in a contest means to hit below the belt. Next, to beat about the bush. To beat about the bush means it means you are not speaking directly. What I mean to say is that if somebody asks you a question, you are not giving the answer to the point. You are talking about useless things, you are talking about all around the world, but you are not answering to the point. Question to kiba eta hodise, answer kiba eta dise ba dunia bhoror kotha koi ase kintu ki ji question hodise hei question to koa nai. So that is called as to beat about the bush. So here let's see, to prune the bush. To prune the bush mane ami hei ফুলৰ পাতবোৰ গছৰ পাতবোৰ হেবোৰ কলম কৰি দিয়াটো মানে jaha taha jete bahi jay tete ami hetu kati pelai saman kori dia hetu koise. So to prune the bush, it is not the answer. To approach a matter directly, this is also not the answer. To beat about the bush means to approach a matter indirectly, mane in an indirect way of approaching something or speaking something, that is called as to beat about the bush. To approach a matter in a roundabout manner. ৰাউণ্ড এবাউট মিনছ এন ইনডাইৰেক্ট মেনাৰ, ঘূৰি ঘূৰি ঘূৰাই পকাই ঢেৰ মানে কাহানি কৈ আছে কিন্তু আচল কথাটো কোৱা নাই। চ' ডেট ইজ টু এপ্ৰ'চ দ্য মেটাৰ ইন এ ইনডাইৰেক্ট অৰ ৰাউণ্ড এবাউট মেনাৰ, টু ডিছকাছ এ মেটাৰ এণ্ডলেছলিটো নহয়। চ' দিছ ইজ দ্য কাৰেক্ট এনচাৰ। চ' ওৱান ভেৰি ইম্পৰ্টেণ্ট ৱৰ্ড ইজ দেৰ, circumlocution. Circumlocution means an excuse me, an indirect way of speaking. So that is called as circumlocution. It is very close to beat about the bush. Circumlocution. This has been asked in exam many times. Next, again it is a in the earlier question it was to beat about the bush. Now it is beat around the bush. Both are same. So beat around the bush also means to avoid or to speak in an indirect way or to avoid speaking in a direct way. Sidha sidhi jawab nidiya ba sidha sidhi approach nokora hetuke bujaise. So let's go through the options. To avoid talking about what is important, to do something without any hesitation, to await an explanation, to take on a task that is way too big. Kiba eta dangor task bahut dangor kaam loi loa etu hobo nware, explanation karone wait kori thaka etu hobo nware. To do something without any hesitation, this also cannot be the answer. So only option we have, to avoid talking about what is important. Important kotha to nukwa koi dunia bhor mane bekar kotha ba useless kotha bor meaningless kotha bor discuss kori ase kintu main important kotha to koa nai. That means not speaking to the point and talking about rubbish. So beat around the bush to avoid talking about what is important. Next, bird in hand is better than two in the bush. Suppose moi kom mur hatot aji mur hatot 1 lakh toka ase aru muk jodi konobai koy jodi tumi 1 lakh toka to nulua tetia moi tumak 2 bochor pisot 2 lakh toka dim ba 3 lakh toka dim 10 lakh toka dim. So moi kuntu bisarim, definitely juntu mur hatot ase mur hatot thaka to mur certain hoy mane it is fixed. In future we don't know what is going to happen, the person might die also. So what it is saying, a bird in hand is better than two in the bush. So here the correct option here is certainty is better than possibility. Certainty is better than possibility. Mane juntu mur hatot ase sure and certain hetu mur karone besi beneficial rather than future jodi mur usor poisa ahibo nahibo hetu moi najano. So that is a probability. So these are probability, possibility, probability, so it cannot be the answer. So certainty is better than possibility. Next, to see red. To see red means, very simple, to see red means to be mad with anger. Khongote konobai pogola hoy goise enokwa khong utise, so that is called as to see red. So here correct option is to be mad with anger. কোনোবাই হয়তো টু সি ডেঞ্জাৰ বুলি ক'ব পাৰে কিন্তু দিছ ইডিয়াম this has been used since a very long time. So to see red means to be mad with anger. Number 9, after the pandemic his business crumbled and he is in a difficult situation. So options here are bolt from the blue, be in a tight corner, give a cold shoulder and pull the last straw. All are idioms except this one. There is an idiom called the last straw, not pull the last straw. So etu bad di pelai ami eta idiom hobo pare, the last straw. Others are all idioms. So bolt from the blue means something surprising, something very shocking or surprising which happens, we can call it as bolt from the blue. Sudden, unexpected something, unexpected, suddenly if something happens, that is called as bolt from the blue. Photke mane একো আগ জাননী নাইকিয়াকে ফটকে আনএক্সপেক্টেডলি আশা নকৰাকে কিবা এটা বস্তু হৈ গ'ল suddenly. So that is called as ball from the blue. Be in a tight corner. Be in a tight corner means somebody is in a very difficult situation. That is called as be in a tight corner. Excuse me. So here, if somebody is in a difficult situation, it is called as to be in a tight corner. So option B is the correct answer. So give a cold shoulder. Give a cold shoulder means you are just ignoring somebody, kakbak patta nidiya ba kakbak importance nidiya hetuke ami kom to give a cold shoulder. Then there is another one, this is last straw. It's a very important idiom, last straw. Last straw means It is the final problem or the final blow in a series of problems. মানে কারবাক যদি আমি জুকাই থাকো হি একো নকয় শুনি থাকে লাষ্টত তাক এনেকুৱাকে মানে আমি জুকালো যে তাৰ একদম মাথাটো গৰম হৈ গৈ হি মোৰ ওপৰত প্ৰহাৰ কৰি দিলে বা আমাক মানে কিবা এটা drastic action লৈ ললে. So that is called as the last straw. Last straw means the final problem in a series of problems which becomes unbearable or which becomes intolerable. That is called as the last straw. Number 10, after his business failed, he had to reduce spending and adjust to a frugal lifestyle. It is an important word of frugal মানে একদম কম খরচাত চলাটো ইকোনমি কৰি চলাটোকে কয় frugal. Thrifty, that is also one another word is there, thrifty. Frugal মানে economical. Thrifty বুলি আমি কব পাৰো economical. যোনটো economical সেইটো কথা কৈছে মানে বিজনেস ফেইল হোৱাৰ পিছত তাৰ অৱস্থা বহুত বেয়া হৈ গ'ল সেইকাৰণে পইচা পাতি তাৰ ওচৰত নাইকিয়া হ'ল সেইকাৰণে বহুত চাই চিটি মানে পইচা খৰচা কৰিব লগা হৈছে সেইটো কৈছে he had to reduce his spending. So all these are all idioms, very important idioms, 4 of them. So let's go start from the bottom. To kick the bucket means to die. Kick the bucket mane mori joa, mori gol. Kick the bucket means to die. To let the cat out of the bag means to reveal a secret. Kiba eta secret prakash kori dia. Gopon bostu eta prakash kori dia. Also known as to spill the beans. Hit the nail on the head means to do something accurately. To do something accurately is known as to hit the nail on the head. মানে কিবা এটা বস্তু একদম এক্সাক্ট বিচাৰি পেলাই সঠিকভাৱে কৰাটোকে আমি কওঁ hit the nail on the head. Then only option left here is the tighten his belt. So ইয়াত যোনটো কৈছে he had to reduce his spending and adjust to a frugal lifestyle. So had to reduce spending means he has to tighten his belt, means he has to tighten his purse. I mean ekeও ক'ব পাৰো he has to tighten his wallet but tighten his purse, that is known as to tighten his belt. So that's it for today. See you next time. Thank you.